Welcome back to Central Valley Business. I'm your host today, Mike Briggs, sitting in for Steve Walling, our host, who's snowed in to North Fork right now. He can't get out. He's digging his way out, and either we'll see him next week or at the end of the winter. I'm not sure. Now, there's so many cool things going on around Fresno, Clovis, Visalia, Tulare, Madera. This whole valley, that's why we're called Central Valley Talk, has things going on that we want to let you know about. To that end, we invite our friends from CASA in Tulare, Visalia, Tulare, the whole county, right?
The whole county.
Tell us about CASA. What do you guys do?
So we are a nonprofit organization that advocates for children who have been abused or neglected and are currently in the foster care system. So
they're in foster care.
They are.
And they don't always have a lot of advocates or people standing up for them at that point.
No, and that's what we focus on. We recruit and train volunteers to go visit these children once a week for an hour or two, build a relationship and be a consistent person for them, so they could advocate for them in court. Because I know it could be intimidating for a lot of these children. So our advocates, step up and put their face in front and say, this is how the child is feeling, this is what they need, and help them out in these really tough moments.
Okay. So a kid is maybe with their parents one day and something happens split second, and all of a sudden they're separated from their parents, they're in foster care, and they don't have anybody to ask what's going on, when's this going to happen, and somebody from CASA goes and engages them.
Correct.
Says, how you doing? Are you being treated okay? Or where do you want to end up? Things like that.
Yeah. The foster care system can be very chaotic, and it's like a buzzing, circumstances. So the child, being inexperienced in life, doesn't really know how to ask the right questions or, engage the right people. And social workers, lawyers have tons of other cases too. So the CASA volunteer zeroes in on the kid and is their one person. They don't have hundreds of cases. They have that one child.
What are you guys looking for from the community? And one thing is we want to get people to know that CASA's out there.
Correct.
And you want people to, can they donate? Can they volunteer? How can they get engaged? What's the best way?
So currently we are in this season of raise, which means for me, you can raise up and just do something. You can raise your hand when you need to say something. You have to raise awareness to make people understand what's going on. So we're encouraging the entire community to raise for CASA because we have kids in our backyards right now that are struggling, And so we want to engage the entire community to come together and give in their own way, whether that's their time or sponsoring an event or participating in an event or donating items to the kids for holidays. Every little bit counts.
Now, I never have a lot of money to give to things, but I do order a lot of stuff on Amazon.
Yeah.
And there's a way, by not giving up any extra money, through Amazon, you can give to CASA, right?
Right.
Correct.
So through smile.amazon.com, you choose your charity of choice, and if you choose CASA, then Amazon will automatically donate a portion of your purchases to our organization.
Every day, all year long, as you're ordering on Amazon, and I order a lot. My groceries even, I
Like
get on
every
there.
week.
I can go through smile.amazon.com
Yeah.
and designate CASA Tulare.
CASA of Tulare County.
And not to take anything away from you guys, but there's also CASA Madera, CASA Fresno, and CASA Tulare, and,
Right.
and you guys are very active down there.
Yeah.
How many volunteers do you have?
Currently we have 111.
Wow.
We actually just sworn in our class yesterday of 12, so we're working really hard on getting more people in our doors and helping these children.
I was going to ask that question. You don't just give a volunteer a sheet of paper and say, go do this. They have to go through a class.
Yes, they have to do to a 6-week training, Tuesdays, Thursdays,
6 weeks. Okay.
5:30 to 8:30. Yeah, 6 weeks. It's pretty extensive, but it's great because all of the information that we're providing, it's something that you might see on the case of the child. So we want to make sure that you feel comfortable and with the enough knowledgement into this, and not kind of be scared like, oh my.
I hate to ask that or hate to do this. You get the training, so don't worry, you guys. Get involved with CASA and Tulare because you're going to get trained. You're going to get to help kids out, and these kids who are in sometimes an impossible situation. Sometimes kids have been in foster care from home to home, and they shifted around. They know what to expect, but a lot of these kids, they're at home one day, the next day they're out of their home, and they don't know what to expect. So.
Right.
And the very fun part of being an advocate is that you go where the child goes. So I know a child will be placed 3 or 4 times, and it doesn't matter because the CASA advocate would follow them to all of these homes.
Oh, so they get the same advocate.
Mhm.
following
They
those
get the
things.
same
Yeah.
advocate, so it's crucial
Are the
for a
kids
child
always-
to know that.
Do they stay in their own county, or sometimes they're put out of
We
their county?
try to keep them in our own county. There might be circumstances where they have to move to a different county, but it's because there's just so many foster parents. So, we try to.
Now, you do have some events coming up in a couple months.
Yeah, so March 28th, we have our superhero run. It'll be the 4th time that we do this. And we really wanted to make something that was fun as a fundraiser, but also for the community. So not just something that, only certain people can come to. So alongside the run, we're having a carnival event. And so
fun.
we're holding this in Tulare at the Live Oak Park. And we're using the Santa Fe trails to do a 5K run and also a 1K walk. And so we're just kind of inviting the whole community to come out and just have fun.
Good. So I'm not going to run. I'm telling you that now. But I can still do something there. Go to the carnival. I could do the walk. That'd be
You could
nice.
do the
Yeah.
walk,
So-
yeah. You could do the walk. You can set up a booth. You can play games. All
Nice.
the above.
Now, if somebody's watching, they want to get involved, either be a volunteer or support somehow, come to the superhero run. Where do they start finding out about you? Is there a website or something?
The website would be the most central place to get all kinds of information. So our website is www.casatulareco.org. You can call us anytime. You can email us too. All of our information for everybody that works there is on our webpage and all of our events,
Very
everything.
good. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
Just come sign up.
Yes.
Come join the family.
What's it mean 200 plus children are waiting for you?
So we currently serve. How do I explain this? We have a lot of kids that are appointed to CASA, but not enough volunteers to advocate directly with the child. So we have a waiting list of about 212
Oh, my
children
goodness, yeah.
that are waiting for a CASA volunteer. So it's really important for us to find more volunteers because it can get exhausting, so they fluctuate in and out. So the more people that sign up to just spend time with a kid is beneficial for these kids.
Best way to go is go to CASA Tulare Co., like Tulare County, CASATulareCo.org.
Yes.
If you, the number is 625-4007, but if you didn't write it down, you can't find the info, call us here at Central Valley Talk, and we'll put you in touch with CASA Tulare County. Google CASA Tulare County, you'll find
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Google Child's Advocates Tulare County, they'll pop up. There's a
Right.
lot of ways to find CASA, and they could use your help.
Yep.
Thank you
Yes.
for coming. This
Well,
is a
thank
very,
you so much.
very important, one of the most important things we've talked about today. So.
Great.
Thank you.
for
Thank
having
you
us.
so much.
We'll be back with more Central Valley business right after this.